Well, earlier in the program, we heard from Common Ground volunteer Joan Ruskamp on what producers are always doing to care for their animals, and that interview is going to be on our Pure Nebraska Facebook page a little bit later this morning.
Right now, Joan is back with a recipe to share, and we always look forward to this segment. She has a special guest with her today. This is her niece from here in Lincoln. Nice to see you both.
Thank you. It's good to be here. I got this recipe for sheet pan nachos off the kitchen website, just so people know this is not my own creation, but I do have my niece with me, Maria, here today to help me assemble and prepare a high protein snack. We're coming up into holidays, and we know snacks are a big part of family gatherings. I made this the other night, and even after everyone had already eaten supper, it was like disappeared really fast. So I have already proven it on family members. And so I think we'll get started. This, you'll use a cookie sheet, you'll line it with foil, and you'll, the recipe that calls for the chips, you'll spread half of those chips, and Maria, I'll have you start doing that. Half the chips on the cookie sheet. I've already prepared a ground beef mixture. You brown the ground beef, you add the taco seasoning, some garlic, flour, and you stir and coat that really well. And then you add milk and really stir it to thicken, and then half of the shredded cheese that we're going to be using. Once that's all heated up and looking really good, and you have these chips spread out on the tray, you take the hamburger and you just kind of start plopping it around. You know, I made this, heated it up before I came this morning from Dodge, and so it's a little thicker. Normally, you know, it's pretty thin when you're first working with it, so it's kind of thick right now. But then Maria is going to get that shredded cheese, and she'll spread half of that, or shake half of that cheese over that hamburger mixture. And then we do another layer of the chips and the hamburger mixture and the cheese. And we'll go ahead, I'll loosen this for you a little bit. And then the rest of those chips, Maria. Maria's a 7th grader here in Lincoln, and has been at the farm quite a few times helping me do some things with cattle. And as I finish spreading this hamburger mixture, get you that cheese here, Maria, and you can sprinkle that cheese all over on top of this. And it looks really high, but it does kind of flatten a little bit when it's baked. And baking is the key to this. Instead of broiling, you just bake it for about 8 minutes. It goes really fast. And then we put that cheese on. A high protein snack. So you've got hamburger in here, beans, and the cheese and the milk that are in that hamburger mixture. And then Maria's going to sprinkle the black beans all over. I don't have jalapenos here today, but jalapenos is another ingredient you can add. You can garnish with cilantro. You can do some guacamole or avocado. And then the corn. And, you know, I'm always quizzing our family members about things with beef because I want them to keep beef in their diet. And what is it that we say beef gives you, Maria?
Zinc, iron, and protein.
And what does that spell?
Zip.
Beef gives you zip. Yeah, that's a huge one. It's like so easy to learn too. Okay, ta-da, we have baked it for 8 minutes, and now we want to garnish it. And so we put some onions on, and then there's some tomatoes. And if you want to use sour cream, you go ahead and put the tomatoes on, Maria. You can put some sour cream on and just drop it. Or, you know, they make those tubes now. I don't have those here, but those little tubes of sour cream, you can kind of squirt that around too. But if you want to dollop some of that around, and then we're going to cut a piece out for Taryn and John to sample here.
Yeah,
All right.
and you know what? Maybe we'll let you finish, and we'll go to break, and then we'll catch up with you in a minute because I know I want to taste that.
We do want to try that.
All right. Thanks, you guys.